Hey, welcome so to another episode of WAVI Topics. And I'm your host, Tone TheWay, here to say, if you are new, please like and follow my channel. And before I go into anything else, this is going to be like a little 10-minute, could be less, it could be less, little segment that I'm just getting into. I just want to just express myself. It's been a minute. How have you guys been? You guys been all right? Um, I have adapting to some changes, and those little changes probably needed to be said and done, considering little job changes, because some like differences. Uh, well, I'm gonna hop in a little story time, but before I go any further, I want you guys to also check out Wavy Side Studios of my second. It's my second YouTube channel where you can check out 6 episodes of Battle Buddies that I worked hard with other people on it. So you guys are listening to my what is it? What is it? To the jazz, the music in the background. Got my little setup. I know you guys can see me here. For those who are listening, I have my whole gaming desk, 2 laptops, like in front of me, so I can talk to you guys. Much easier, so you guys can see me right here, easier, and then we can move on for our show. 32 minutes in. But anyway, long story short, I was working, been there for like 3 or 4 years, and so I'm in the back room chilling. Was told that, we're not chilling, but I clocked in and I was told right afterwards, hey, can you clean dishes? Easy word. Never had any issues for that. Mind you, been there for 3, 4 years. Really didn't have uh like much issue or any issue of that. But other I'm being like serious, like I really didn't have any issues. Um and I thought things were, let's say, decent. Like there would be some good moments and whatnot, but the only disadvantage for me, I don't speak Spanish all the way. I know, little things here and there, but, you know, language barrier. I mean, I'm not too depressed. Yeah, I get upset here and there, but, when there's something that happened, I can't get my words totally because there's, of course, customers left and right. But, it happens. It's whatever, peer pressure. But anyway, went to go do dishes. I'm doing that. And then I guess somehow, some way, the water pressure was too much. And then I think it wasn't close. Something wasn't close. I don't know. Anyway, but I noticed the water was leaking out and that sort of thing. Mind you, there's somebody right behind me having their lunch because, I got there in the afternoon. And so, I'm doing that, looking, paying attention to that. I guess supervisor, supervisor was saying hey, like, like, hey, look, the water. And I already, I can already see it because it's right there and I can feel the water, in my leg. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I was saying, I'll get to that, and I did, no issues or anything like that. And then, 2 or 3 minutes later or something like that, it happened again. And he was like, hey, the water, da, 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 da. And it was like, yeah. I was like, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, I can see it, see the issue. Or what's going on, and then try to see like what I can do to fix it or whatever. Anyway, come to find out, he kept doing it again. Like I wasn't listening, paying attention, and I was like, I think I wasn't having a good day. I don't know. I feel like I wasn't having a good day. Like before I even got in there, so I probably had like a bad day or some kind, something. I'm not sure. Um, but no, and then I guess I got really aggravated, and then like when he did it, and it sounded like like the way he is, he's always like constant. Like he has all this energy, like it's constant, it's constant, it's like it's bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like most times you need to like just chill out, just take a chill pill, just calm down. Like it's not that deep. Anyway, back to the story. He did it again. I was already aggravated. He's trying to like take control or whatever. I'm like trying to like the thing is like I don't like people trying to do the work for me if I already know the situation and I can see it. But you nitpicking doesn't help the situation. That in your age. Like he was like I don't even know, like 19, 10, 20 or something like that. Anyway, first off, he wasn't mature for his age. And then anyway, like I mentioned, like when he did that one more time, I was like, look, like if you want to do the dishes, you can. But I can see the water is doing this thing. I'm paying attention, and you're not helping the situation. Like let me focus on this. And then like he took it as if like I was starting his life. No, like you keep aggravating and like nitpicking, and I already see the situation. That's like that's like me telling somebody how to like fix their own tire or something like that. They already know how to fix a tire. There's no issue or anything like that. And I'm nitpicking like, hey, like, do you need I was like, hey, you gotta do this before you do that or something like that. Like something like they already know. Like wouldn't that get annoying? Like personally, that would get annoying. I don't know if this is gonna be 10 minutes. Might be 20, 15, sorry. Anyway, going forward, I did not like that. Person behind me, of course, he doesn't see color or anything like that. And so they brought it up to the manager, and I tried to explain to her, and she's not like she speaks like perfect English and understands like perfectly well. So there was no issue of explaining, but she didn't see it in my way of it being a concern that it's just not me. It's not a me like communication problem or whatever. Of course, everybody is Hispanic and whatnot. Don't have an issue. It's just the undermining me and whatnot. And I had to write a write up or a warning paper or something like that. And then like I tried to explain the whole thing like in different ways. And then that coworker that was like on lunch and was like trying to explain to me like you're not in trouble, this and that and third. And I'm like over here like you're not understanding. Like if the shoes was on the other feet, like I wouldn't have not done that. I would have like looked at body language and then like approached the whole situation like in a different way. Like I wouldn't have like gone the like it wouldn't have gone that far. Like it wouldn't have. And so it's just black for me. So I feel like after January 9th, I want to say. Like, I started like getting more hours at my other job. And so, like, there were some things, things died down after January 9th or something like that. You know, so, the work, because I guess I was, anyway, picking up hours and whatnot. And so, like I like mentioned to my manager, like, hey, like I have these days available. Can you squeeze me in? Free all day, basically, like basically all free. And so she's, she says, all right. And then like, does her thing. And next day when she like uploaded it in a group chat, this is in WhatsApp, my name wasn't up there. So I was like, oh, okay. And, things happen or whatever. Maybe I didn't said anything. All right. Next week or whatever happens. Second job wasn't getting as much because it was opening week. Things died down and all this other stuff. But other than that, like trying to make things work. Working 2 days, even though I was trying to like try to give grace to the other job. I've been there for like 4 years, like no issues till that point. Other than that, did the same process, send like, hey, this is my schedule, da da da, da. And then I'm getting the same, whatchamacallit, and then I'm sending a text saying like, hey, I think there's a misunderstanding. Like I have like these extra like hours and this and third or extra time. Like I would like to like pick up some hours of work. And she was saying like, oh, we hired someone new and this and third. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And so we have to like remove like some of your hours. And I was like, oh, okay. It was like, I guess it's a new person thing. Even though it's already kind of sounds suspicious trying to squeeze me out of the whole thing. Basically, that's what the method they did, squeeze me out so I can't work with them anymore, or they expected me to like quit. But I guess on the third week, and she was like, I think we're going to keep this person or something like that. I didn't like understand like what that meant or anything like that. But like she said something about like, oh, she likes this job and she wants to keep it or something like that. And so I was like, oh, okay, moving things over because I didn't think anything of it. And so like I, kept it pushing and didn't think of it any other sort of way. When I went to like send my, I think, news schedule, like, hey, this is what it looks like, let me know when you need any, like, hands free. Before I know it, I go on WhatsApp, check in a group chat, because they send the schedule on there. I'm removed. I'm removed from the group chat. Let that sink in. I just find it funny. That's just find it funny. All because of that one incident. Because they assumed I was like being no, I was just irritated. Like when I mentioned during that whole incident or whatever, I mentioned because I think I was sort of breaking down because I was just tired. I said I'm tired of being black, and my coworker had the audacity to just laugh in my face about that. Like not a constant laugh. It was just like like it was like, what do you mean that? And it's like you wouldn't understand. Like, and then I tried bringing it up like how I was treated, and just like it's not a race thing. It's like how would you know? It's like you're not black, so it's like yeah, because if you were feeling the same way I was feeling, you wouldn't have said that or whatever. And this and third, he said we're here for you. It's like if you were, you wouldn't. I wouldn't be writing this whatchamacallit. Anyway, moving on from story time. I am writing a book. I'm not going to disclose what it's called, but I will disclose that two cultures are going to intertwine all because of a convention brought them together, and other forces came to, let's say, make things interesting. Because like so far I got from chapter 1 to chapter 7 or 8. I would say 8. And so far the story is pretty good. And I had somebody to like read it for me. Like to what's the word? To evaluate the story. And like, because, I never know. Like if it sounds good, if it doesn't sound good, I'll need a little reader checker. I mean, I had like at most solid like 2 or 3, I want to say. Anyway, but this is the feedback. She's one of my friends said her favorite chapter was out of like 1 through 7 because I guess I didn't give her 8. Um, her favorite chapter was 5 for sure. Um, but she says, I'm not much of an adventure genre junkie. I'm very much into horror, periodic, or dystopian books. But this kept me on my toes. Good job. You have a talent for storytelling. Get a second opinion from someone who might know reads more adventure sci-fi. You might get even more better feedback. And then afterwards, it was the story itself is solid because I wasn't sure. Because I wasn't sure if the book was like good enough or it was like any like interruptions or word spellings or any something like that. But I wrote my concerns because I was like, are these notes like she worked on like feedback, and so I was like, okay. And so like she said, the story itself is solid. No changes needed. Just a few word changes might need some grammar fix. But other than that, I think your book will do really well. I'm honored I got to read some of it before it released. So I will say, I don't know how many chapters it's going to be. I personally don't. I will say that the book will be, it might be a trilogy. It might be a trilogy. That's all I have to say. But I will say, I just wanted to read that to you guys. I will say there is a lot of connections in this story. There is a lot of drama. Is there a love triangle? Is this story messy with drama? Yes. Wish I had something like for you guys to like to read. Actually, I might set up something for you guys to like read. Maybe like a chapter or 2, something like that. But I know I said this would have been 10 minutes. We're gonna keep it like this. But yeah, thank you for everything. For you guys to listen to my show. I hope you guys have a great day. Happy Monday. Monday is it Tuesday? No, it has to be Tuesday. Tuesday. This is a Tuesday. Happy Tuesday for you guys. So that's it. Until next time, stay wavy, my friends.